see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And here he comes out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Lewis to throw. The short hands, it's Miller. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them.
Gets away from one, finds room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buffaloes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Handoff from the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Atkins. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. That's caught. It's Williams. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And it's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but, man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback had nowhere to go with it.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Hayden. And he's wrestled to the ground. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. The coach has to be happy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The play fake on first down. Using his feet to buy time. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Van Buren. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. This guy has the look of the next big play receiver at Clemson in the vein of T. Higgins or Mike Williams.
Or DeAndre Hopkins or Sammy Watkins. I mean, the list is pretty lengthy of guys that are big, explosive, fast, and they can really win on the outside. And Clemson, as much as anybody, they're going to catch the ball, spit it to those guys, let them go make plays.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Wallace. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
I know everyone's yelling like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left side. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
That's reeled in. It's Atkins. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
But the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
And the Buffaloes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
3rd down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
The give to the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. To throw, it's Van Buren. That's caught. It's Wallace. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. To the air on first down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Boise State is in front. They've played awfully well today. And while there's no Kellen Moore out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 7 over Washington State. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
The Buffaloes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Caught over the middle. It's Miller. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
And the Buffaloes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Right on the money. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. With all those receivers in the game, you might think they were getting ready to try to take a big shot. Instead, just efficiently moving the chains.
Yeah, you got all that speed. It scares the mess out of me. I might give you more of a cushion, especially.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room. running through contact.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Hard running there. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one. Clemson is quick to the line. They'll try to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Lewis wants to pass. Got it set up on the outside. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Clemson! And they turn it into a defensive score. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these 2 teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires on the move. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Buffaloes line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the ground with the back. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Pulls it in. It's Moore. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Back has it. Creates a little space. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Clemson looking to convert on 4th down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. Oh, he missed it. No good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Lewis to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. Working on the right. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
They try to pop a run on the draw. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Buffaloes want to crank the tempo. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Plucks it out of the air. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Buffaloes! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Well, that was a huge touchdown for the offense there, just to try to get some mojo going here at halftime. It would have been tough sledding here in the first half. Only a field goal before they finally got into the end zone. So obviously still a lot of work to do. You're still trailing on the scoreboard. That's going to do a lot for their confidence, I think, before heading into the second half.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Moore. Grab near the marker. It's Van Buren. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. He'll need to unleash his thunderfoot on this 56-yard attempt from the right hash. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll need to unleash his thunderfoot on this 56-yard attempt from the right hash. And the try is no good. An opportunity to really build this lead goes by the boards, but it's still a 19-point game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Buffaloes will boot it away to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in.
Lots of running room. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. Clemson jumps to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, I love the body control there by the running back. He had to catch that right on the sideline, make sure he had his feet in bounds, try and pick up some positive yards.
They'll leave it with him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football.
Touchdown, Tiger! And the pummeling has started.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Breaks into the open. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
A strike downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. Now from inside the red zone. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Hayden. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Got his man on the right. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hayden. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
If this offense wants to stay in this game, they have to punch it in on this drive. It's 3rd and goal. Gets it out quickly. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Colorado! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He's at the 50.
Tight coverage by this defense, creating the interception, and man, for a second, it looked like he was about to house that. The offense does a good job becoming the defense and making the play around midfield.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Getting that push, they pick up a 4 out to the 26.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. To the air, it's Van Buren. Caught near the sticks. It's Moore. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Makes the catch. It's Wallace. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Touchdown, Clemson! And the route is on.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they closed the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the option. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's going for a big play downfield. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And now they've lost the ball down here. Ball was loose in their own end zone, and the defense recovered it for a touchdown.
It's a defense that plays with great effort. You saw it right there. Creating the fumble, jumping on the loose ball for a score. What a momentum-shifting play.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Southern Miss is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Texas State. Sun Belt, Fun Belt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Man, he almost throws another one. And I tell you what, it's just been one of those days. Sometimes it's not your day, and just turning the ball over like they're a nonprofit, man, just giving it away. This offense has been reckless, has been careless. They've got to do a better job of being smart with the football.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Lewis wants to pass. With the catch, it's Miller. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. The Buffaloes moving quickly to the line. The offense changing the play. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Stands in and takes the hit. And he's got it inside the 35. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So 1st down, we'll open up the final period. They just keep firing. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Miller. Touchdown, Bucks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. pause on it, and they'll send out the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Under fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
He does a good job of scrambling around and trying to make a play, but I tell you what, you don't want to take too many shots like that. Those big hits, oof. If you get up now, you're dang sure going to feel it later.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Moore. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
This is so a Jesse call. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Throws to the back. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
On fourth down, going to the air. Buying some time. Now he'll fire back into the middle. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And that's